What's up, family? So, look, success is not a thing of scarcity. Success is most abundant to those who seek. And so what I want you to understand is that in this journey of life that we all are enslaved to a certain degree, because we're born into this life, we are now chained to life. And so what we might as well do is feed life with more life. On this journey of success, you will have pitfalls, you will have failures, you will have regressions, but it's about overcoming that. It's about stepping over the limitation. It's about overcoming that boundary. It's about setting that higher standard. And so what I want you guys to understand is that the non-negotiables, the daily workout, the habits, the no vices, these things are what propel you forward. And so starting over, we're going to enter this state. We're going to enter this peak, and we're going to begin with doing the daily workout, the daily ritual to set ourselves forth in that high vibration, in that high frequency. And then we're going to carry this on every single fucking day, and we're going to stack our wins. And so we have to understand that starting over with this identity shift, you guys get to do it with me now. So I'm no longer the person who's telling you to step up. You are now the teammate. We are both on the field, and I'm looking you in the eye. We need to score this play. I want you guys to understand that the success that you seek is very abundant. Everyone believes that, or well, you may be prone to having this limitation that success is scarce, because the people around you may not reflect the success to the degree that you want or ought to be. But what I want you guys to understand is that success is very abundant to those who seek. And so it begins with understanding that the non-negotiables in the setting that standard, that higher standard, is what's going to propel you forward every day. So we can sit here and talk, and I can sit here and yell at the top of my lungs, fuck, fuck. But at the end of the day, who's really getting shit done? And so we have to begin by stacking our wins and stacking up the wins that guarantee our success. And so success begins with the character, because how can you be wealthy if you can't even develop yourself? How can you be wealthy if you can't even adjust your mental attitude, your habits, your non-negotiables? How can you be successful if you can't even be the most successful version of you? And so the most successful version of you is the version that gets it done. And so what we're going to do is from today on forth, we're going to demonstrate how we're going to get this shit done. If you're not tapped in on Instagram, you need to tap the fuck in. NeotericDissolution on Instagram. What we're going to do is we're going to do the non-negotiables. We're going to set that motion in, and we're going to show up every single fucking day like how we did. And this time you're going to be doing it with me. We're going to go through the identity shift. If you haven't watched the identity shift, what you're going to do now is you're going to pick up a pen, you're going to pick up a notebook, you're going to go back to the identity shift, and you're going to shift your identity. You're going to take the notes, and you're going to reflect upon yourself what you need to do, and you're going to align yourself to this present moment with me, and we're going to align ourselves towards the best version of us, towards the success. And how are we going to do that, Neoteric Dissolution? How the fuck are we going to do that? I mean, guys, when you stop putting so much pressure on yourself, when you let go and ease into the flow of life, everything begins to flow instead of to have so much friction. Everything begins to come your way. Everything begins to flow from the infinite source. And just like a river, you can't force your way through the sediment. You have to simply flow. And if sediment's there, you find a different pathway. You guys have to understand that the success you seek is very abundant. And the abundance mindset begins with doing the non-negotiables, becoming the abundance yourself. You have to become the abundance. And so we're not going to even dive so deep into it. We're going to do it step by step. And I'm going to walk you guys through what the fuck you need to do to become that most successful version of you. And so what the fuck we're going to do is we're going to do the non-negotiables. We're going to shift our identity. And then we're going to build momentum in this state, which is going to allow us to enter a state of growth. It's not going to be something that is, oh, look at this individual, they're so they have this touch, or they're spectacular to a higher degree than others, or they're superior to others because they're better, or no. We're gonna simply do what the fuck we need to do, and we're gonna do what we know we need to do, and we're gonna every day wake up and we're gonna do the check. And that's simply the way we're gonna get through life. And right now, it's early as fuck. It's early in the morning right now. And we're going to walk to the gym. And so success begins with becoming the most successful version of you. And how can you do that if you don't have the daily rituals, the daily habits? And so we're going to get this workout in. Love you guys. Peace.